My dear students and parents, in this video we are going to study how to differentiate a given function. In the chapter Continuity and Differentiability, in the subject Mathematics to the plus 2 CBSE and IIT students. It is also useful to plus 1 CBSE students. By God's grace, my educational videos are available in YouTube to 10th CBSE, plus 1 CBSE, plus 2 CBSE, NEET and IIT students in the subjects Mathematics, Physics, Chemistry, Zoology and Botany in English language. You can see this information on the board. Let us go to the sum. Differentiate the given function with respect to x. 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole to the power 9. Derivatives of some standard functions and the derivatives of some inverse trigonometric functions. We know that on differentiating x to the power n, we will get n x to the power n minus 1. On differentiating c x to the power n, we will get cn x to the power n minus 1. On differentiating the constant, we will get 0. On differentiating sin x, we will get cos x. On differentiating cos x, we will get minus sin x. On differentiating tan x, we will get secant square x. On differentiating cot x, we will get minus cosecant square x. On differentiating cosecant x, we will get minus cosecant x into cot x. On differentiating secant x, we will get secant x tan x. On differentiating log x, we will get 1 by x. On differentiating e to the power x, we will get the same e to the power x. As per the product rule, on differentiation, we will get u dv plus v du. As per quotient rule, on differentiation, we will get v du minus u dv by v square. Now we are going to see about some inverse trigonometric functions. If we differentiate sin inverse x, we will get 1 by root of 1 minus x square. On differentiating cos inverse x, we will get minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. On differentiating tan inverse x, we will get 1 by 1 plus x square. On differentiating cot inverse x, we will get minus 1 by 1 plus x square. On differentiating cosecant inverse x, we will get minus 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. On differentiating secant inverse x, we will get 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. You can see all this information on the board. On seeing this information, we understand that if the first letter of the function comes as c, we are getting the minus sign on differentiation. The first letter of this function is c, so that we are getting minus sign on differentiation. The first letter of this function is also c, so that the minus sign has come. In this function also the first letter is c, so that we are getting minus sign. Here also we can see that fact. The first letter of cos inverse x is C, so that we are getting the minus sign. In the case of cot inverse x function, the first letter is C, so that the minus sign has come. In the case of cosecant inverse x, the first letter is C. Here also we are getting the minus sign. Therefore, it is concluded that if the first letter of the function is C, on differentiation we will get the negative sign. Before proceeding differentiation, we should know some details. The first detail is we should see how many terms are there in the given function. For example, if we take this expression, that is function, we confirm that this is the first term. That is, first term is 3x square. The second term is minus 9x. The third term is 5. What is term? Theta is combined, or we can say separated by plus or minus. Each data is called as a term. We know that each term should be differentiated separately, so that we have to decide how many terms are there in the given function. Then the next information we have to observe is what is the coefficient, what is the variable, and what is the constant in each term. If we consider this expression, that is function, we confirm that the variable is x, the constant is 5, and the coefficient is 3 and minus 9. What is coefficient? Coefficient is a number coming along with the variable. What is the constant? It is also a number, but it comes alone. It is a pure constant, just like pure ghee. The constant will not come along with the variable. Many times some students get confusion whether we have to differentiate as per the chain rule or as per the product rule. Suppose if the given function is in this format, that is log of sin x, we should differentiate as per chain rule. The reason is the variable has come only once. We should note this point. If the variable comes only once with two or more functions, we should differentiate as per the chain rule. Here the variable is x. This variable x has come only once, but it has come with two functions. One is logarithmic function, another is sine trigonometric function. So we should differentiate as per chain rule. Note the difference between this expression and this expression. In this expression also the variable is x, but here the variable has not come only once, it has come two times. In addition to the fact of coming two times, they have come as a product, so that it has to be differentiated as per the product rule. First, the variable x has come with a logarithmic function, then the same variable x has come with the sine trigonometric function. So if the function has come in such manner, we should differentiate as per the product rule. Note the difference between the chain rule of differentiation and the product rule of differentiation. In the chain rule, the variable x will come only once, but with two or more functions. In the case of product rule, the variable comes two times. First time with one function, second time with another function. So this is the difference between the chain rule and the product rule. Square minus 9x plus 5 the whole to the power 9. The next information we have to see is what is the coefficient in each term, what is the constant. In the first term the coefficient is 3. In the second term the coefficient is minus 9. So that I have written the coefficients equal to 3 and minus 9. Then we have to see what is the variable. The variable is x. Here the variable x has come with power 2. Here the variable x come with power 1. Then we have to see what is the constant. This 5 is the constant. Hence, in the given function, there is constant, there is variable, there are also coefficients. We know that first of all, we should differentiate the power as per the rule of differentiating x to the power n equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. So first we are going to differentiate the power. Differentiating as per rule of differentiation of x to the power n equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. So on differentiating the left side, what we will get? We are going to differentiate the variable y, so that we will get dy. We are going to differentiate the variable y with respect to which variable? We are going to differentiate the variable y with respect to variable x, so that we should put dx in the denominator. Thereby we will get dy by dx in the left side. Coming to the right side, the power is 9, that is the exponent is 9. As per this rule, this power should become as the coefficient of this expression. Therefore, we have to write this power in front of this expression. Then after writing the power as coefficient of the given expression, we should reduce 1 from the power, that is n minus 1. What is n? N is 9. We have to reduce 1, so that we will get 9 minus 1. As I already stated that our duty is not over after differentiating the power, that is exponent. Then we have to differentiate the function, that is we have to differentiate the given expression. So we are writing differentiation of 3x square minus 9x plus 5. We should combine this as a product. Don't put plus or minus between these two expressions. Sometimes the students are writing plus or minus between these two expressions. Don't write plus or minus, it should be multiplied. It is as per the chain rule. That is, it is as per the function of function. That is, it is as per the composite function. Dy by dx has come as 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8. 9 minus 1 equal to 8 into, then we are going to differentiate this first term. Each term should be differentiated separately, don't forget. So what is the first term? The first term is 3x square. So here also the power should come as the coefficient and after writing the power as coefficient, the power should be reduced by 1. So if we reduce the power by 1, we will get in the power as 2 minus 1. Then coming to the second term. The second term is minus 9x. So what is the power of this variable? The power of this variable x is 1. That 1 should come as the coefficient. So I am writing 1 before this 9x. Then the power should be reduced by 1. Thereby I have written as 1 minus 1. Then coming to the constant. We know that on differentiating the constant, we will get 0. Initially, we have seen the derivatives of some standard function. In that, we have mentioned that on differentiating the constant, we will get 0. So, I am writing 0 on differentiating this constant 5. Now, the dy by dx is arrived as dy by dx equal to 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 whole to the power 8, 2 into 3, 6, x to the power 2 minus 1 equal to x minus 1 into 9, 9, x to the power 1 minus 1 equal to x to the power 0. We know that any data to the power 0 is equal to 1. So if we write x to the power 0 as 1, we will get dy by dx as 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8 into 6x minus 9 into 1. I am substituting 1 in the place of x to the power 0. Then the dy by dx becomes as 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8 into 6x minus 9. Now we are going to take the common factor outside. In this factor 6x minus 9. What is the common factor? In this expression the common factor is 3. So that we are going to take 3 outside this 6x minus 9. If we take the common factor 3, we will get dy by dx equal to 9 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8, 3 into 2x minus 3. If we multiply 9 into 3, we will get 27. So now we will get the equation as dy by dx equal to 27 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8 into 2x minus 3. If we interchange the position of the factors, we will get dy by dx as 27 into 2x minus 3 into 3x square minus 9x plus 5 the whole power 8. In this video, you have learned that how to differentiate each term separately. What is the coefficient? What is the constant? What is the variable? How to we differentiate x to the power n? What we will get on differentiating the constant? These are the knowledge we have gained in this video. My dear students, if this video is really beneficial to you, you can share this video with your friends, classmates and relatives. You can also subscribe my channel.